Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is Timmy here for a relationship tip or a thought for the day. One of the most popular or one of the most consistent questions that I get from couples who are married or in a committed partnership with each other is how do you keep the spice in the relationship? They'll say things like, it's feeling humdrum, or it's kind of reached a plateau, or it's like the honeymoon's over. And that's there's only really one way, honestly, to spice up a relationship, and that's to be intentional with it. Um, so here are a few tips and tricks, if you will, of how to spice up the marriage or the relationship if it feels kind of humdrum. One is create a fun, creative, new date night. Do something different. Focus on each other. If you have children, make sure to get childcare taken care of, squared away. Do a weekend away with your partner. Buy a new outfit, specifically for the woman or man too. I mean, you could do negligee or lingerie, however you say that. That's something fun and creative. Do something different in the bedroom too. Have special music playing, have candles lit, have rose petals on the bed, or start in the shower, or there are these little things that you can do that are clearly, you have to be very intentional, though. It's something you do on purpose. You can't put spice back into the relationship just by a hoping and a wishing. You can't just pray for that. Nothing wrong with prayer, but you have to do something about it. And again, it's just the one way, which is be intentional. And I'm sure, frankly, you could probably Google things to do to spice up the marriage, to spice up the bedroom, or whatever. That's really the answer. I mean, I could, regale you and talk about a bunch of different things, but really, when you think about it, when we talk about the honeymoon phase, or we talk about, it was so easy in the beginning of the relationship, well, why? Well, because you were so focused on each other, right? You were trying to impress each other. You were doing dates all the time. In fact, when you first get together, that's all you are doing, right? Because you don't live together. So how do you spend time together? Go on dates, right? And then, you end up having fun on the date. And then, once it became intimate, and then it was all new, it was all fresh, it was all the first time. So you have to create more first times, create new things in the relationship. That's one thing I coach couples all the time. Is, in fact, in my premarital classes that I do for couples that are getting married, I say, hey, listen, one of the key factors in you falling in love is that you dated and probably had lots of sex. You had lots of intimacy opportunities, a lot of opportunities for intimacy. And you have to, and it was easy, but when the relationship progresses and you've been together several years and maybe you've had children, it is a little bit more difficult, and you have to plan ahead. You have to make time for those things, because things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. And so for those of you that are in a committed relationship, in a partnership like marriage, just turn into your partner, surprise them, do something special, do something different. Think about things that you haven't done yet, places you haven't eaten, intimacy things that you haven't tried, or you haven't tried in a while, right? And do those things. That's how you get the spice back in the relationship. And frankly, honestly, it's kind of, again, it's easy to do, it's easy not to do, but it's easy to do, And if you have kids, I realize that can be a little bit more challenging. You got to plan a little bit more ahead. You got to find childcare. You got to make that time, right? You got to make that time for each other and work on making it creative, fun, unique, special, and spicy. All right. Good luck to you.